Hi, I am Carl, and today we will unbox, assemble, and review this custom commissioned Incredible Hulk. So stay tuned. This piece came in two very big boxes. I had to carry them up to the studio to film them, which was very difficult. Just a little background of this piece. So Hulk first appeared in the Incredible Hulk issue number 1, released in May 1962. He was of course created by the late Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The portraits on this piece was referenced from both the comics and the movie. So this is a custom commissioned piece, which means it was not produced by licensed companies like Sideshow, XM Studios, and others not mentioned. It came with a plain box, with the studio's logo, and the people involved in producing this masterpiece. So without further ado, let's start the unboxing. First item on the box, we have the torso. It is very heavy. Next, we have the first two portraits. The first portrait is inspired from the MCU, and he was portrayed by Mark Ruffalo. Second portrait is from the Immortal Hulk issue number 1's cover. Last item from the first box is the base, and it is even more heavy than the torso. Now for the second box. A copper-like tube and a black hose or a very thick wire. I believe this will be Banner's glasses. A metal sheet with Stark Industries engraved to it. Another metal piece. Next, we have the other two portraits. This one, I believe, is the regular Hulk portrait. And the last portrait is again from the MCU. This Hulk was portrayed by Edward Norton. Sorry, Eric Bana. Last but not the least, Hulk's lower body. And it's as heavy as his torso. So we have 15 pieces right here. The base is very simple. It's just Hulk standing on the streets. And here are footprints of where Hulk will stand. So let's align the first foot at the back, then position the key to the keyhole on the front and push it in. Both wires have keyholes on the base. The copper tube will be inserted first. Then we insert the black tube over the first one. Both metal pieces will be inserted on the pegs surrounding Hulk's left foot. The one with the Stark Industries will be inserted on the right side, while the connecting piece has a keyhole and will be inserted on the left side. There are actually 3 broken road pieces. The first one is already inserted in the base while in the box. Mine actually fell during the unboxing. Good thing it landed right straight into the box. Would have definitely broke if it landed on the floor. The second broken road piece. The last broken road piece. Lastly, Banner's glasses. Finally, it's time to join the upper body to the lowers. The Edward Norton Hulk from the Incredible Hulk movie released in 2008. Mark Ruffalo's Hulk from all the Avengers movie, and of course, Thor Ragnarok. The regular Hulk portrait. Lastly, the Immortal Hulk portrait. The base is just a road. And what's underneath the road? Hulk must have jumped from somewhere and landed here, making the cracks and markings for his footprints. His left foot is stepping on a metal sheet, while his right foot is being wrapped by 2 objects. The cracks are sculpted and painted good enough, and they look realistic. There's also 2 pipes at the base, one on the left and the other on the right. Back at the top of the base, we can see Banner's glasses. The glasses also have cracks on them. Maybe Banner just transformed here. Hulk is stepping on a metal piece, split into 2, with Stark Industries engraved on one of the pieces. The sculpt and paint here is really good. The metal piece does look that it's real metal. At the back, we can see Hulk's right foot is wrapped by 2 pieces. The black one looks like a black hose, and the other a copper tube. The concept here is similar to the Red Hulk by XM Studios. The nails looks like they're going to get knocked off if you hit them accidentally. I like how the nails on the foot were painted, I also like that they look crooked and something Frankenstein would have. Now let's talk about the unbreakable shorts. The shorts does not look like that it's real. I like how the shreds were sculpted though. They also did a great job hiding the seam. You couldn't even tell that this is where I connected his torso to his lower body. Up to his torso, and it's just amazing. I love the details on his torso, especially at the back. I like how the painter mixed different kinds of green and blended really well. The painter was able to highlight the veins properly, and the definitions of the muscles. His closed fist hand is sculpted well on render, but it did not look good after molding. It looks like they are glued to one another. Like the nails on his feet, it's the same on his left hand. I'm not feeling this one. Probably the weakest point of the statue. The first portrait is the one from the MCU Hulk movie, which was portrayed by Edward Norton. I don't like this portrait that much, maybe I'm just not a fan, but the sculpt here is fantastic. You can see there's a lot of strands on his hair, and the sculptor did not take any shortcuts. The second portrait is again from the MCU, but this time, it's Mark Ruffalo. I think this portrait was originally not included when this piece was announced, but they included it anyway, which was a great idea. The sculpt does slightly resemble Mark Ruffalo though. The inside of his mouth is actually painted really well. Next is the portrait that I really liked during the render, and the reason why I bought the statue, but I didn't like how it came out. It's not that bad, I just don't like it that much. I think his hair looks flat. It did capture the likeness from the comic cover though. I saved the best portrait for last. This is my favorite portrait out of the 4. This Screaming Hulk portrait really feels like Hulk is really angry and ready to smash. I like how his eyes is white but feels like it's glowing, and that his face just simply shows that he's ready to power up. All 4 portraits are sculpted and painted really well and consistently. The difference they have from one another is that the portraits from the MCU movie all have their eyes painted, while the ones from the comics are just painted white. But I do prefer the ones painted white. So the height of this is roughly 27 to 28 inches, the width is 19 to 20 inches, and the depth is 26 to 27 inches. Yes, this is a big statue, and I don't have a place for it yet. One of the problems I encountered is that my Hulk doesn't fit properly in the base. The commissioner told me that I was the only one with this problem. I actually damaged the base because I forced it too much. Lastly, the keys on all 4 portraits came in different sizes, and some of them are really short, and feels like it's gonna fall. So I used electrical tape on the keys to make them thicker, so that it would hold better in the keyhole. This is a minor problem though. Although I received my statue with a few problems, I still find this piece amazing, and one of the best custom Hulks out there. After nitpicking this statue, I will still consider buying it secondhand, and even recommend it to other collectors. Although this piece is 1 3/5 scale, it will still blend with your other quarter scale statues. Here's the Hulk with my other Iron Studios collection. And if you have comic related statues, then you can use the Immortal Hulk or the ordinary portrait. Thank you for watching till the end of the video. Tell me what you think of this custom commissioned Incredible Hulk in the comments below. Please subscribe to our channel if you like more content like this,